There was a massive project underway in Atlanta this weekend, and by the time the project is over, Atlanta will become the most digitally mapped city in the world. But what exactly does that mean? It's free access to roads, phones, to the zebra exhibit at Zoo Atlanta, and just about everything in between. Fox 5's Caitlin Pratt has the details.
So we're pretty good. We need at least 44 satellites to get a good fix on a location.
Deanna Honhorst is putting her personal touch on a new map of Atlanta.
I just got hit by the flood, and I'm very interested now to map my whole area, and I want to map the storm drains.
She's one of 150 people helping the nonprofit OpenStreetMap create the first crowdsourced map of a U.S. city this weekend.
It has great potential, I think, to first off involve the community, and second off show our pride in it.
Using a GPS, volunteers enter points they think are important.
You look on a map and there was just this little green blob.
Right.
You know, and now it has benches, it has picnic tables.
Each point of interest is then uploaded to a computer, then a map. Besides practical points, the mapping also pinpointing fun ones as well, down to where the monkey exhibit is at the zoo. The driving idea is to personalize these maps. Who better knows their neighborhoods than the people who live there? For some, it's about having control over their own communities.
Accuracy matters to me, quality matters to me.
Others just enjoy contributing to the bigger picture.
Guys in Atlanta are really proud of their city, and they really want to make a mark on it.
So you're literally putting Atlanta on the map.
We're literally putting Atlanta on the map. Isn't that cool? I love it.
In Atlanta, Caitlin Pratt, Fox 5 News.
Well, once the whole thing is finished, or almost finished because it's a work in progress, the maps will be free and can be downloaded into some navigation systems. Thea Clay from OpenStreetMap is here to lay it all out for us. Thea, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, so this was a really fun event. How many people showed up for this mapping party?
We had between 150 and 200 people show up. You know, it was hard to tell because it was a little bit chilly, but people came out with their families, with their friends, and kind of roamed the streets of Atlanta, recording all of the great points of interest.
That is so cool. And so it's a kind of like maps for the people, by the people.
Yes, it was started by a college student in the UK, kind of in reaction to not having access to open data for maps. And, the premise was if I map my neighborhood and you map yours, very quickly we can have a grassroots remapping of the world that the data can be free to everyone.
Yeah, many of the major European cities have already been digitally mapped, like Berlin, for instance. What made you guys want to start with Atlanta in the United States?
Actually, Atlanta picked itself, which was fantastic. I came in June to speak with Georgia Urissa, and, we were discussing how there really wasn't a flagship OpenStreetMap city in the United States that could compare to, say, Berlin or Vienna in Europe. And the community in Atlanta just picked up the ball and ran with it. And so we kicked off with this event this weekend, and there's going to be monthly and even sometimes bi-monthly meetings of the OpenStreetMap community in Atlanta.
Yeah, because the project really is never finished. It's constantly evolving because the users will constantly be updating things depending on their needs.
Yeah, we are the most accurate and up-to-date map available. When you see a problem or a new building is built, you can put that on instantly. It renders to the map within 30 minutes usually.
That's going to be so useful for us here in Atlanta because our city is growing day by day by day. There's always something new popping up. So it's kind of like, would you say, a Wikipedia for maps? Because, but let's talk about, the accuracy points because, that can be frustrating with maps sometimes.
It is. That's also one of the main reasons why OpenStreetMap was created was, a lot of times it can take major mapping corporations months, even years to update their maps when new development comes in. And with OpenStreetMap, when something happens, our community can activate and go out and update the map and have an entire area up to date within a couple of days.
So how does it differ, say, from like Google Maps or Yahoo Maps or what's already available?
Well, first of all, there are no licensing fees that are going to be attached to the data. A lot of times, you can look at these maps or download some directions offline, but as soon as you want to start actually manipulating the data or using it as a nonprofit or, some type of organization, there's incredibly high licensing fees. Mm-hmm. And that really puts a barrier to people like students and community groups or even small businesses. And so OpenStreetMap is open, it's free, and you can also customize the maps. Highlight the things that are important to you so you're not just stuck with, how do I get from here to there? You can see things like street signs, speed limits, and even where the sidewalks are. Yeah, and you can even now see colors of buildings or colors of houses. So the directions will be take a right at the red house, and there'll really be a red house right there. Yes. That is so cool. Thea, thank you for stopping by and telling us more about this exciting new program. Keep up with OpenStreetMap's progress with Atlanta and other cities by visiting their website. You can link to it from ours at myfoxatlanta.com. We'll put the information on the Good Day page.